Pint. We're in the Phoenix. It is August. And I keep having to tell myself that it is August. There's a storm brewing. There's a chill wind coming from the east.
Can we not have the weather from actual Phoenix here?
It's unbelievable what the weather's like today. It's so cold. There's lads at the matching shorts who I reckon have just got dressed via the calendar and not actually looked at the fucking weather forecast. It is unbelievable what the weather's like. I've got people over here in North Face. That fella's dressed like he could go to Snowdon. That's what he's dressed like. It is unbelievable.
Fresh one this morning, lads.
Yeah. Unbelievable what this weather is like. We are in the Phoenix though. We're having a lovely pint of Guinness. Ash O'Rourke is behind the camera. I've got Phil Blundell. I've got John Milburn. And whilst the weather's freezing cold, I'm saying the Reds are really rather cool, Phil. They were, to me, they end up showing us so much control second half. It was great to see in every single facet of play. First half, there was a couple of times you were like, oh, not sure here. They could get in there. There was little weaknesses. By the time it gets to 55, even though it's still only 1-0, I was thinking, there's no way we're not winning this game. I was so secure.
Yeah, you see bits of it and you're still like, this is quite obviously still a bit of a work in progress. But then at the rest of the time, as you can see exactly what they've been working on all summer, exactly what they've been doing, exactly how everything's supposed to work. And then you walk out and check your phone and see that we completed 92% of our passes as a team. I think it's the highest on record for a Liverpool team and since like 2003, 2004, which is quite a long time now.
Startling.
But yeah, it was good. I thought the thing I find most interesting about watching us is your brain is so in tune with what a Jurgen Klopp team would do. And there's so many times when the ball's at someone's feet and you're like, he's going to go there, and then you're like, no, hang on. And it's something completely different. Yeah. There was one where Szoboszlai sort of broke forward, and last season I would have had a grand on the fact that he plays a big switch out to Luis Diaz and goes, but he doesn't put his foot on the ball. Ends up to Diaz, but it goes there via 3 passes.
Yeah.
And it's just so obviously different whilst being slightly the same. And it feels a bit more controlled. And it's like it's, last season was, we got a long way for a long time last season, but at the same time there's still things you could look at and go, wasn't perfect, that wasn't right. It looks like we've eliminated a lot of the things that we were doing badly last season.
There's a few people in the ground, Phil. Good God. There's a few people in the ground, Phil, who are going to have to get attuned to that. I think there's a few 100%. Times there where there's a lot of, why aren't you doing this? Move it faster, pop it there. There were times second half I thought they play really quickly.
Yes.
They just play quickly and intricately, if you see what I mean. It's still quick, but it's a little bit more intricate.
It was.
But in general, I think there's a few in the ground who are just going to have to take a breath on. No, actually, we're just going to look after it in this situation, especially when we're ahead.
Yeah, 100%. But then you get things like the Van Dijk sort of diag. And then Salah passes it inside, and he passes it inside again, and then there's a through ball. It doesn't quite work off.
That was one of the greatest goals not scored at Anfield.
It was a stunning move, and then you'll sort of get stuff like that.
You've just seen a goal there, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like when in 2014 we actually won the league, and you just don't have to forget how it ended.
Yeah.
You actually saw the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do not accept that wasn't a goal because it was so good.
Go. It was a great goal.
It was a great goal.
Great goal by the Reds. Yeah, no, it was. It was a great goal by the Reds, Phil.
It was. Great 3-0 win for Liverpool. That fella's actually won Super 6. He needed 3-0 Liverpool for £1 million.
Oh, God, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, which means he also had 6-2 Wolves, Chelsea, which fair play to him. But yeah, it was just... The last sort of 15 minutes was just wonderfully boring.
Yeah.
And the second goal felt like it came at exactly the point where you needed that second goal as well.
The second goal, I actually thought in real time, I thought he's offside there, and also it didn't have that Jota turn to the line and went like that.
Salah went like that.
It's more onside than you think,
Really?
Yeah, I've seen the photo.
Jota was looking right down the line of it and turned to the line. I'm like, you sure?
They grassed themselves up a few times in there today. There was a few fouls where they went, oh.
Don't start. Forget them. What are we doing when Gravenberch throws that tackle and the crowd goes, ooh, do not do
radio,
that.
But there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no,
it is quite onside.
A trailing leg, yeah. They are. The second's a really good example of it. They're patient when they need to be patient, but when they do want to play quick and play direct, they are still prepared to do it, John. It's going to be a balance over the course of the season. But I enjoyed today. I think it's an impressive performance. I don't think it's not going to be a definitive home performance of the season, but I'm pleased enough to come away with a pretty relaxed 2-0.
Well, I think that there was a spell in the second half where you go, fucking hell, if this is half a dozen, you would not be surprised. We put our foot down really, really impressively for spells in the game. But then similarly, we were able to take our foot off the accelerator really, really smartly when that's what was required. And I just don't think the game ever got away from us. And it might well lack the drama of a Jurgen Klopp team. but I think it will be. You won't have all of the doubt.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.